Good day everyone, I'm your Mr. ATL and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we're going to discuss the one-to-one function and its inverse. So let's start. The one-to-one function and its inverse. The function is one-to-one when each y value, there's just one x value. In symbol, y equals to f of x. Note that for each value of y in the range of f, there will only be one value of x in the domain of f. In other words, f is one-to-one if f of x of 1 equals f of x of 2, which implies x of 1 equals to x of 2. So, sinasabi rito na kung meron kang isang y value, meron ding nag-iisang x value. So, ganun lang siya kasimple. Or in other words, kung meron ka namang isang x value, meron din siyang nag-iisang corresponding na y value. So, magbibigay ako ng mga examples. Example number 1. Determine whether the given relation is a function. If it is a function, determine whether it is a one-to-one function. So, merong ibibigay dyan kung ito ba ay function, and then kung function siya, i-identify din natin kung ito ba ay one-to-one function. Letter A, the relation pairing of a student to his learner's reference number or LRN. Let's say ito yung mga x value natin, yung sa student. Yung sa y value naman, ito yung LRN. So, for every x value, for every student, may nag-i-exist na isang LRN lang. Dahil hindi naman pwedeng magkaroon ng sa isang student ay dalawang LRN. So, sa female student naman, syempre, iba rin ang LRN niya. So, every student, male or female man yan, magkakaiba yan ng LRN. Next, ito yung sinasabi ko na walang magkaparehas na LRN sa iisang student. So, kung magkaroon man, kung ganito mangyayari, this is not one-to-one. Ito yung sinasabi na one-to-one, which is a function. So, ito naman, it's just a relation, pero hindi siya magiging function kung magkataon na dalawa yung kanyang LRN. So, sa situation na dito sa letter A, ito ay one-to-one function. Letter B, the relation pairing of cell phone to its passcodes. So, ito yung mga source na pinagkuhan ako ng mga pictures. So, ito yung, meron tayong dalawang cellphone. So, for example, ang cellphone, ang passcode niya ay 1234. Yung pangalawang cellphone, ang passcode niya is 1235. That is possible to happen, di ba? It is also possible to happen na ang dalawang cellphone ay accidentally or intentionally na naging magkaparehas ang kanilang passcode. Pwede rin siya mangyari. But then, hindi na ito magiging one-to-one function. Why? Dahil yung kanyang y values ay iisa, pero dalawa naman ang kanyang x value. So, ito ay hindi one-to-one function. The situation in letter B is not a one-to-one function. Okay, letter C. The relation pairing of the people to their personal experiences. So, ito yung ating x value, yung mga people. Ilan niya? Marami yan. And then experiences, marami rin yan. By the way, this is the source of the picture. So, kung makikita nyo, alam naman natin na bawat tao ay mayroong iba't ibang experience sa buhay, no? So, lahat sila, kahit 10 sila dyan, magkakaiba ang kanilang experiences. So, nakalagay nga rito, in this world, everyone has his own individual personal experiences. Even twins have different personal experiences. Therefore, the relation pairing is a function and shows one-to-one. Dahil siya ay kaiba sa experience nung iba. Okay? So, ganun yung sinasabi sa letter C. Kahit pa ito ay twin, for example, so sila, ang si Richard and si Raymond ay magkaiba pa rin ng kanilang experiences sa buhay. So, even yung twins ng Legaspi family, so, magkakaiba pa rin ang kanilang experience. So, lahat tayo mayroong magkakaibang personal experiences. So, therefore, I can say na ito ay one-to-one function. Letter D, the relation pairing of a real number to its cube. So, for example, sa x value, yung mga real number. Sa y value naman, yung sa cube ng bawat real number na nasa baba. So, 1 times 1 times 1 is positive 1. Negative 1 times negative 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. 2 raised to 3 is positive 8. Negative 2 raised to 3 is negative 8. 1 half raised to 3 is 1 over 8. So, kahit anong real number na ilagay mo rito, magkakaroon siya ng tigisa or iba't ibang value ng kanyang cube. So, kung mapapansin nyo, for every x value, there's only one y value. The relation pairing of a real number to its cube represent a one-to-one function. So, again, this is a one-to-one function. Letter E, the relation pairing of online gamers to their favorite characters. So, for example, let us consider the two gamers here. We have Ian and we have Jello. For example, ang favorite character ni Ian, I am going to use the Mobile Legend as the online game. So for example, the favorite characters of Ian are Hanzo and Cecilion. It is possible to happen na ang favorite ding character ni Jello ay si Hanzo o kaya at saka si Nana. So therefore, I can say that the relation pairing of online gamers to their favorite characters does not depict a one-to-one function. So, hindi ito one-to-one function. Okay? At this point in time, we will find the inverse of a function. So, this is the example number 2. Find the inverse of the following functions if it exists. So, letter A, set A is equal to negative 2, 1, negative 1, 2, negative 3, 4. So, to find the inverse, the notation will become A inverse equals to, so we will just interchange the x and y value. So, as you can see, negative 2 is the x and 1 is your y. Interchange, it will become 1 negative 2, 2 negative 1, and the other, that is 4 negative 3. So this is the inverse of letter A. So in letter A, is that a function? Yes, that is a function. And that is also a one-to-one function. Because, as you can see, every y value has different x value. So, there's no repetition in x value and there's no repetition also in y value. That is a one-to-one function. Next, letter B. Set B equals to 1, 0, 1, negative 1, 2, negative 3. But in this case, as you can see, the element in x, which is 1, is being repeated. Therefore, I can say that in set B, does not represent a function. So therefore, the inverse does not exist. So let us have the letter C. So there, the given is a table of values. So to find it, or to find the inverse of this, let's just check if it is a function or a one-to-one function. Just like in letter A, that's a one-to-one function. In letter B, that's not a one-to-one function. So let's find out if in letter C represent a one-to-one function. So there's no repetition in x value, the same as in y. So therefore, I can say that this is a one-to-one function. So to find the inverse, let's just draw the table of values first. So this is your x and this is your y. So we will just interchange all of the x and y. So this is your, so this will be your 1, 4, 7, 7, 10, 13. And all of the x value will become your y value. That is negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. This is now the inverse of the given function here. So next, in this case, for letter D up to letter I, we are going to find the inverse of the following function if it exists. So I'm going to use this whiteboard for me to show how to find it. Okay, so nandito na ako sa whiteboard. We will find the inverse of these functions. So, the first thing that we're going to do is to test kung sila ba ay one-to-one function. Kung hindi sila one-to-one function, meaning to say, their inverse function does not exist. So, paano natin malalaman kung ito ba ay one-to-one or hindi? Gamitin na lang natin yung horizontal and vertical line test. Kapag nag-intersect ang vertical and horizontal line sa kanilang mga graph, it means that sila ay one-to-one function. Otherwise, hindi sila one-to-one function. So, paano natin gagawin? So, let us have a short recall. As you can see, ang letter D, letter F, letter G, H, and I, sila ay linear functions. Paano ko nasabing linear functions? Sila kasi ay nasa first degree equations, no? Pero ang letter E naman, ito ay quadratic function. So, ang kanyang graph is a parabola. So, kung ito ay parabola, let's say ito yung x and y axis. Okay? So, kung ito ay parabola, so ito ay opens upward na kung saan ang kanyang vertex ay nasa negative 4. So, for example, ito yung graph ni letter E. So, if we are going to test or if we are going to draw the horizontal and vertical line, what will happen? If I'm going to draw the vertical line, it will intersect the graph at only one point. So, okay, nakalusot siya. Paano naman kung horizontal line ang gagamitin natin? So, if I'm going to draw a horizontal line here, how many points of intersection? 1, 2. Therefore, hindi siya pumasa sa horizontal line. Pero ang dapat, ang requirement, papasa sa horizontal at sa vertical line. Since nag-fail siya sa horizontal line, therefore, this is not one-to-one function. So, ang kanyang inverse ay hindi nag-exist. Pero sa mga susunod nating lesson, gagawa natin ng paraan para mag-exist ang kanyang inverse function. Okay? So, gamit naman yung ibang functions, letter D, F, G, H, and I, mag-draw tayo ng Cartesian plane again, X and Y axis. Lahat ng linear function, ang graph niyan ay straight line. Actually, kung makikita nyo, lahat yan ay straight line, no? Ang kanilang graph, ito ay straight line, inclined to the right. Inclined to the right, dahil ang kanilang slope ay positive. Lahat pala yan ay inclined to the right, no? Kung nag-negative man yan, inclined to the left yan. So, kung if it is inclined to the right, mag-draw tayo ng ganitong line. I-test natin gamit ang horizontal and vertical line test. Gamit ang vertical line, there's only one point of intersection. Gamit ang horizontal line, isang point of intersection pa rin. So therefore, ang mga linear function na to, inclined to the right or to the left man yan, that is a one-to-one function. So, ang kanilang inverse function ay nag-exist. So, yun ang hahanapin natin ngayon. Okay? So, erase ko muna to. Isa-isay natin to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 yan. Kuhanin natin ang kanilang inverse function. Okay? So, letter D, y equals to x minus 4. So, to find its inverse, the first step is to interchange the x and y. Okay, so interchange, we will get x equals y minus 4. And then, we will solve the value of y in terms of x. So, kailangan yung y nandito sa left side or maiwan lang siya sa kung saang side, left or right man. Pero, gawin natin nasa left side. So, y minus 4 equals x. Ito ay napunta rito, ito ay napunta rito. Hindi magbabago yung sign since ganun lang naman yung ginawa natin, no? So, solve for y, alisin natin yung mga kasama ni y, yung negative 4. Ilipat natin, so that will become y equals to x and it will become plus 4. And then, we can now change y into f inverse of x equals x plus 4. This is now the inverse of y equals to x minus 4. Let's have letter E. Let's have letter F. Y equals to 3x. So again, interchange x and y. This will become x. This will become y. Then solve for y in terms of x. 3y equals x. So it's only y. So we will have to remove the 3. We can divide it both sides by 3. So that will become y equals to x over 3. And change y into f inverse of x equals x over 3. This is now the inverse of y equals to 3x. Okay, so letter G, we have y equals to 8x. Interchange x and y, that is x equals to 8y. Then solve for y in terms of x. So 8y equals x. Remove this 8 para matira lang yung y. Divide both sides by 8. So, cancel this 8. It will become y equals to x over 8. And then, change y into f inverse of x equals to x over 8. This is now the inverse of y equals to 8x. Okay, so let us now find the inverse of letter H. Y equals to 4x plus 9. So, again, the first step is to interchange x and y. So, y will become x, and x will become y plus 9. And we will solve for the value of y in terms of x. So, 4y plus 9 equals x. So, yung 4y plus 9 napunta rito. Pinagbaliktad ko lang siya. So, walang magbabago sa sign. Then, let us solve for y. Alisin muna natin itong 9. So, it will become 4y equals x negative 9 or minus 9. Then, it's only y. Alisin yung 4. Divide both sides by 4. So, your y now is x minus 9 all over 4. Then, we will change y into f inverse of x equals to x minus 9 all over 4. So, this is now the inverse for y equals to 4x plus 9. Let us have the letter I. Y equals to 3x minus 5. Same process, interchange. That will become x equals 3y minus 5. So, solve for y. So, interchange muna natin. Solve for y. So, pagpalitin muna natin. That will be 3y minus 5 equals x. Then, solve for y. Alisin muna to. So, that will be x plus 5. Maiiwan si 3y. Then, y lang dapat. Alisin si 3. Divide both sides by 3. That will be y equals to x plus 5 all over 3. And then, change y into f inverse of x equals to x plus 5 all over 3. Okay? What if we have f of x equals x minus 4 all over x plus 1? So, this is a rational function. We will find the inverse of this. Okay, so, again, we will interchange x and y. So, as you can see, wala namang y, no? But we all know that y equals to f of x. So, this is your y. Equals to x minus 4 all over x plus 1. We cannot interchange x and y. So, this will become x and this will become y minus 4 over y all over y plus 1. Then, let us solve for y in terms of x. So, to do that, let's make it over 1. And then, multiply this. That will be y minus 4 equals x times y is xy. X times 1 is positive 1x or x. So, lahat ng y lagay natin dun sa left side. So, bring down, iangat na natin. So, bring down y. Xy will become negative xy equals your x. And this one will become plus 4. So, nalagay na natin lahat ng y sa left side. So, as you can see, may common factor siya na y. Ilabas natin yung y. Anong ita-times mo sa y to make it y? That is 1. Minus. Anong ita-times mo sa y para maging xy? That is x. I-check nyo. Y times 1, y. Y times negative x, negative xy. So, ito ay same lang doon. Pero nilabas natin si y. Equals x plus 4. Ang purpose nun, kaya nilabas natin si y para makapag-divide tayo ng kasama ni y na 1 minus x sa left, 1 divide by 1 minus x din sa right. And we can cancel this. Okay? Matitira na ngayon si y, which is x plus 4 all over 1 minus x. So, since nasolve na natin yung value ni y, we can now change y into f inverse of x equals to x plus 4 all over 1 minus x. This is now the inverse of the function f of x equals to x minus 4 all over x plus 1. So, I guess that's all for today. I hope you enjoy learning about the inverse function. And before I end up my video, I would like to give my special thanks to Mr. Eldrian Daligan, and I hope you learned something. Goodbye!